This is a joke, right? Now just cut the bull! Woody, I know where you were tonight.
Hey, so do I. I was stuck in traffic, and then I was here watching the screening of Backfire.
Is that before or after you broke into Ace's office?
Oh, come on. I don't know anything about any break.
No, come here, listen. There's no more lies.
Hey, will you take it easy? Come on, I'm sorry something happened to you.
Yeah, you know damn well what happened. You broke into Ace's office. I caught you. I even managed to tag you there on the chin.
Man, I don't know what you think you saw, but
I saw you! You know, you're my lifelong friend. My good buddy. A common thief.
Oh, okay, that's enough.
No. Hey, I'm just getting warmed up. I want the truth out of you, and I want it right now. We're gonna finish that what we started there in the office.
Really? Please. You said you'd do just about anything for me.
Yes, I know that.
Well, I mean, is this so much to ask, really? Oh, Clint, darling, please, won't you do this one tiny little thing for me?
When could I ever say no to you?
Then you'll talk to Heron?
Yes, I'll talk to her.
Good.
Can I keep till morning, or do I have to ruin his sleep?
Oh, no. The morning will be just fine.
I'm not giving up on Viki. I'm trying to do my best to help her.
How, by turning your back on her?
No, that's not the way Viki felt. We discussed it.
You mean she asked you to step aside?
No, she didn't. But Clint, I do really know how she really feels. You see, there's doubt. She even has a fear of me.
Oh, Clint, would you ask her to leave?
Would I ask her?
I think she'll take it so much better coming from you.
Well, honey, what will I use for an excuse?
I don't know. I mean, I don't care. It doesn't matter. You can say anything you want to. The point is that if I ask her to leave, well, her feelings will be terribly hurt, and our relationship as sisters will be ruined.
Who's next on your list, Viki? Me?
Niki? Why are you calling me Niki?
You're good. Yeah, I got to give you that. You are keeping up this act to the bitter end, aren't you, Nicole Smith?
Stop calling me that.
I'm calling your bluff, Niki. Because that is your name, and I can prove it. Now, Viki Buchanan is dead and gone. And Nicole Smith is alive and well, living in Llanview.
That's it. I'm not going to fight with you, Bo. What, you had enough for one night? Is that what you mean?
Oh, come on. Whoever it was that hit you, it wasn't me.
Oh, you know, it's funny. It was just about your size, just about your same build.
Oh, that narrows it down to a few million, doesn't it?
No. This guy could defend himself. I'd say, maybe we were a perfect match for each other.
Come on, Bo. Lots of guys can defend themselves.
The way we were trained before we went over to Vietnam, you know, all those moves, all the tricks. Woody, this guy knew them all. I don't know too many people in Llanview that fit that description.
Hey, what can I tell you? You know, I'm really sorry if you had a rough time.
I didn't have a rough time. No, I got a few licks in. I got you on the chin, didn't I? Just before you pull that cheap shot.
Cheap shot? Look, I don't know where you got that idea.
All right, look. How do you explain this thing on your chin?
I told you, some jerk rear-ended me, and I hit my chin on the steering wheel.
Yeah. I've been down to the parking lot, Woody. Your car doesn't have a dent in it. Nothing.
I got special fenders that don't dent. The guy just nicked me. I fell forward, and you know, it was one of those freak things.
Yeah, freak thing, just like that break-in, right? Some guy just decides to break into my father's office, but he doesn't want to take it.
Got any idea what he's looking for?
Why don't you tell me? Weren't you the one snooping around his house yesterday? was there with you.
Yeah, until you decided to take your little walk.
Mind if I peek in your office? Isn't that the way you put it?
Come on, I'm not going to sit here and listen to you.
No. So you decide to just leave the house and then go down and break into the office down there wearing your ski mask.
Oh, that's ridiculous. There's no talking to you.
We're not through with this.
Oh, we're not, huh?
Well, you could have fooled me. Look,
There's not going to be much left of our friendship if you just don't stop these wild accusations and start letting me help you, okay? Meanwhile, I'm going to bed. Good night, Mr. Buchanan.
I know that everyone around this house has been so suspicious lately, but you, Tina.
All right, you want proof? Okay, you got it. Like how I just happened to be outside this door when I heard you playing back tapes of the banner banquet.
What kind of proof is that?
You were speaking along with the tapes.
So, I was practicing.
Practicing?
Yes. Oh, Tina, come on. You know that I'm called upon very frequently to give speeches in public. I don't like to repeat myself, so I was watching the tape, make sure I wasn't falling into any bad habits.
You know, that's very clever. You really are very clever. But then there is all your time at the cabin. And the maid told Clint and me that you spent a lot of that time just watching television.
Oh, I find that very relaxing.
Now, Viki would find a good book relaxing, but not television. Of course, then you weren't watching The Love Boat, were you? You were spending all your time watching more tapes of Viki in action.
I really don't know what that maid could have told you.
She told me plenty. In fact, she told me about your long walks in the wood and how you wanted to go out there all by yourself just with your little tape recorder.
I was dictating notes to myself.
Oh, I know, for your memoir. Sure, that's what Clint thinks, but I know better. No, you were listening to more tapes of Viki. You know, I hear Meryl Streep does the exact same thing when she's getting ready for a performance.
I am not a performer, Tina.
Oh, that's right. You're a newspaper editor, and so why don't you tell me, Madam Editor, just why it is you know absolutely nothing about the newspaper business?
Oh, really? Now I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm sure you don't. Like when Mr. Briggs wanted to know about the headline, whether you should use a staggered headline or a scaffold headline.
I said scaffold. What about it?
Oh, just this slight little thing that Viki would know, that there are no such words in the newspaper game because I made them up, and you fell for it, Niki.
I didn't fall for it. I simply...
Oh, I know how you operate. In fact, I heard you try to get Clint to tell me to get out of here. Now, I knew that was the final straw. Viki would never do that. Viki always had the guts to confront me herself. Now, in fact, is that what you did to Heron and Dr. Pope? Did they get wise to you, too? Is that why they're gone?
Really, I cannot believe that you are saying all these things. I can't believe that you have turned against me.
You know, I can't believe that you actually thought you'd get away with this. Did you really think that all of us were that stupid?
Do you want to know what I think? Do you really want to know what I think?
No, not now. I don't. Why don't you sleep on it? We'll have plenty of time to discuss this in the morning since we will both still be here, Nicole. Night, night.
I checked everything out last night.
I'm sure you did. I know you did. But this is Asa Buchanan's office, remember? We don't take a deep personal interest. You know what'll hit the fan.
So what are we looking for, anyway?
I don't know. Beats me. Asa said nothing was stolen.
Oh, great. No clues, no robberies, no reason to be here.
Well, not exactly. Bo was attacked. We know that much, right?
Right.
And there's something else. From the looks of everything, there was no forced entry. No break-in.
Well, either that or the perpetrator was a real pro.
A pro what? Pro thief? I mean, if the pro thief, what's he doing down here? Why didn't he go to Ace's mansion where all the valuable paintings, the jewelry, all that valuable stuff, nothing down here? Well, I guess you better get somebody up here to dust for prints anyway. I know they said the intruder wore gloves, but we might get lucky, huh? Ray?
Oh, sorry, Ed. You said something about, prints, right?
Okay. What's wrong?
Nothing. I'll call the lab to come down and dust for prints.
All right, now come on, level with me. Something with this case?
No, it's nothing about the case. Just forget about it, all right?
I'm not gonna forget about it. If it's not about the case, what is it about? Come on. Talk to me, kid.
Look, nothing's gonna help. She said no. 3 days ago, I asked Dee Dee to marry me, and she flat out turned me down.
Talk to me, kid.
Look, nothing's gonna help. She said no.
3 days ago, I asked Dee Dee to marry me, and she flat out turned me down.
Jack, do you have a minute?
Oh, it's you, huh?
Well, you said your door was always open, so...
Well, you asked for a minute. We've got about 55 seconds.
I guess there's too much to hope for.
Come on, will you? You can see I'm busy.
When you brought me back here, I thought you would at least try to be civil. But I guess it's true what they say about not being able to teach old dogs new tricks.
Why don't you just tell me what you want so I can say no? We can just both of us get on with our business.
Well, why did you rehire me? I mean, it's obvious you don't want me here any more now than you did before.
Well, that's not true, Dee Dee. I missed you. How lonely without you. You know, I mean, the place was running so smoothly. I missed your interference, your insubordination.
Good, because you'll get plenty of both, I guarantee you.
Hey, lady, you know, if it was up to me, you'd still be standing on the unemployment line if I wasn't forced to bring you back.
Forced? Wait a second, you're the president of the company here. Don't you do all the hiring and the firing?
Of course I do. What I meant
Well, then
was...
who forced you to give me my job back?
Look, what I meant was, there are forces at work. Forces bigger and more important than your bookkeeping job.
Quit calling me a bookkeeper. Now, what forces exactly are you talking about?
Hey, I don't have to explain anything to you. You know, you want your job back or don't you?
Yes, I want my job
Well,
back.
good. Then just do it, Dee Dee, and leave everything else up to me, all right?
I can't manage the business affairs of Lord Manning if you constantly keep me in the dark.
You'll know everything you need to know.
Including what's going on in Section B.
That's research and development. None of your concern.
Anything that goes on in this plant is my concern, Jack.
When the work is complete in Section B, I'll be glad to give you a tour. Until then, you just do the work that you've been paid to do.
All right, Mr. President, I will do the work I am paid to do. Great being back. Missed you a lot, Jack. Good morning.
Oh, Tina. I wish it was.
The maid said you wanted to see me. I hope you're feeling well. You look a little under the weather.
Well, I didn't sleep all that well last night. Frankly, I've been trying to think of some good way to talk to you.
What's the matter?
Just sit down, Tina.
I hope this doesn't have to do with Viki. She's been doing so well.
No, it has to do with you. It has to do with all of us. Tina, you know, when Viki invited you to move back in here to Llanview, I wasn't exactly thrilled with the idea.
I know you hated it.
Yeah, well, I went along with the idea because it mattered so much to Viki, and, you know, she wanted to have her sister nearby.
Well, that's exactly how I felt, and I'm just so glad it's all worked out.
Well, that's the point, is it's not working out.
Oh, yeah, I thought we've been getting along, you and I.
Well, we have, that's true, but,
Yeah, and you said how much you loved the way the wedding came off, and just a few days ago you told me how the house was running so smoothly.
yeah, I remember saying that, and...
Well, and we had a nice couple of chats, just you and I thought I thought you enjoyed them just as much as I did.
Oh, I do, Tina. I mean, I did. You see, actually, you've been about the only person around here that I've been able to talk with, and it would have been very lonely for me without you here.
Well, I don't understand then what's not working out?
Well, Viki and I discussed it, and we just decided that it would be best if you moved out of Llanview.
What?
Well, the sooner you get your own place, the better. That way we can all stay friends, and we won't be, you know, tripping over each other's feelings all the time.
Tripping over? The only person who's having their feelings tripped over here is me. That they're being trampled on. Did Viki put you up to this?
Tina, as I said, we discussed it.
Yeah, well, as I said, I had a discussion with good old Viki herself just a little while ago, but apparently I did not make myself quite clear, so I am going to be forced to talk to you about the exact same things.
What things?
Well, about that lady upstairs. She happens to be none other than...
Excuse me, Tina, but I need to say some things to Clint, and I'm afraid I can't wait.
On All My Children, they were the most unlikely couple.
I want you to stay away from me.
I think you kind of liked it.
Brought together by a crime they didn't commit.
You know, you really are something special.
It's too bad we have to go back to reality, isn't it?
Now they're caught in a deadly game, trying to stay one step ahead of danger. It's a race for survival for Tad and Dottie on All My Children. Weekdays.
Oh, go right ahead, Viki. I am just dying to hear what you have to say.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tina. It's personal. I need a few minutes with my husband.
A few minutes. Of course. What I have to say can wait. At least for a little while.
What's going on here? I was right in the middle of telling her that she had to...
I'm sorry, darling. I'm sorry that I had to put you through all that. If I'd gotten down here a little earlier, I would have been able to tell you that it was not necessary. You see, I spent the whole night tossing and turning. I know you're going to think I'm a silly goose, but I've changed my mind. I don't want her to go.
You don't want what?
Darling, I'm sorry. I realize you have every right to lose your patience with me. It's just that I'm still getting my bearings. One day I seem to know exactly what...
You realize what you just made me do?
Well, darling, I did say I was sorry. I am
But
sorry.
you're sorry. You're sorry? That's all you got to say is you're sorry?
I told you I spent the whole night thinking about
Welcome to the club! I have been awake since midnight trying to think of some decent way to do your dirty work for you. After all that Tina has done around here... After all Tina has done around here, I'm the one that has to tell her you want her to leave.
But I don't, not really.
That's now. What about tomorrow? What about 5 minutes from now? I need a scoreboard with you.
Please, I told you I made a mistake. All right, Clint, you realize I have to start to learn how to deal with people again, particularly people in my own family. And if I feel if I asked my own sister to leave the house, it would be a step backward, a terrible step backward.
A step backward? What about the steps you've been taking away from our boys? When are you going to bring the boys back here? When?
I know this is very confusing for you. I'm sure you can understand how confusing it must be for me. I have to learn to know my own mind again. Please, be patient with me.
Patient? I could write a book on patience.
Please.
Please nothing. I'm fed up with this, Viki. I'm tired of not understanding your explanations. I'm tired of not understanding what the hell is going on around here anymore. And Tina, at least... You know, Tina might have gotten a swelled head since she has been living here, but at least I know where she stands.
Well, would you speak to her and ask her to stay?
No, I will not speak to her. I will not say a word to her. You want her to stay, you tell her. I'm not up to it anymore.
Where are you going?
I am going to the office. Somebody has to run the paper. You do what you like. You're going to anyway.
All right, what do you say we turn this meeting into a very creative little affair here and put all our ideas on the table, huh? Okay, I'll start. Basically, with all things considered, I think it played like $1 million last night.
Oh, no, I'd say $5 million.
Okay, well, what do you say we make this unanimous? What do you think, Bo? Okay, Woody? Wow, what didn't you like about it?
I think, Woody, you were right about my first scene. It should be cut a little bit because it's very long.
No, Mimi, you were right. It was great the way it played.
How do you know? You weren't even there when the screening started.
I didn't have to be there to know that it was okay.
You didn't have to be or you couldn't be.
Hey, guys, could we please just stick to what happened on the screen last night? Now, I think it moved along pretty well. What about you, Mimi?
What?
Mimi, what do you think?
Well, I don't think anybody cares what I think. Gentlemen, I've had it.
Just stay out of this.
Don't talk to her that way.
Hey, come on.
Would you two knock it off?
All right, will everybody just shut up here?
I don't think anybody cares what I think. Gentlemen, I've had it.
Just stay out of this.
Don't talk to her that way.
Hey, come on.
Would you two knock it off?
All right, will everybody just shut up here?
I mean, I don't know exactly what's going on between you two war buddies, but some of us have a lot riding on this picture. Now, could we just put aside these personal problems and concentrate on the movie, please. You know, I think I know what's behind all this. It's Mimi, isn't it?
Oh, Clay.
Oh, come on now. Don't pretend to apologize, Mimi. I'm sure it must be very flattering to have two adolescent little schoolboys fighting over you. But excuse me, I've got to try and sell this picture. Now, as soon as you've figured out who's who and what's what, you let me know. Today, tomorrow, whenever, because I'm out of here.
Gentlemen, I know that this has nothing to do with me, so let me in on your secret, please.
I don't have any secrets, Meme. I can't speak for everybody here.
Hey, you're the man with all the answers, Beauregard. Excuse me.
Will you come back here? Well? Well? What did you tell him?
It was a private conversation between husband and wife.
Well, did you tell him to get rid of me, or didn't you?
All right, Tina, you won the first round.
Niki.
What do you want, trumpets?
Does that mean I don't have to leave?
Oh, I told my loving husband I had a change of heart. And I want nothing more than have my dear sister stay at Llanview.
Good. That's exactly how I feel, Niki.
Now, don't you call me that. You want everybody to know? Is that it? Oh, I get it. You're just going to lie low and watch me squirm, and then you're going to tell everybody who I am?
Then you have got me all wrong.
Oh, have I really, my dear miss? Don't forget I read all those diaries of Viki's. I know exactly how you two behaved with each other. You fought like cats and dogs. What better way to get at her than by getting at me, right?
I don't care what those diaries say. I know how I feel. I love my sister. I always have.
I'm not your sister.
Yeah, well, you're the closest thing I've got. Look, and I'm part of your life, and you're part of mine, and I don't want to lose that.
And that's why you're blackmailing me, isn't it? Because you love me so.
Yes, because I don't want to lose you, whoever you are. I mean, when I think of all that money you took and how you almost ran away.
Yeah, you stopped me once from going. You wouldn't stop me again, I'll tell you that.
Yes, I would. Don't you see? I have to. Without you, what's going to become of me? There's going to be no sister to care about, no family to feel a part of. I'd be all alone, Niki.
Oh, will you stop calling me that?
Look, it's alone. You of all people should know how bad that is. That means nobody to care about you. Nobody for you to care about. It's the most terrible feeling, the most terrible thing in the world.
Yeah, I know that.
Well, I'm trying to think how I feel. I finally found my sister. I don't care if she's Viki Buchanan or Nicole Smith. It's my sister, and she's mine, and I love her.
Tina, if you really care about me, then let me go.
You don't have to leave Llanview. Don't you see you could stay here? I can make sure that it's safe for you.
Well, I don't know. You sound sincere, but...
Look, I'll never betray you. I won't, Niki, please. I will be a sister to you in every sense of the word.
I really would like somebody to trust.
Then trust me.
How can I trust you? How can I be sure you won't turn around and stab me in the back?
One Life to Live will continue in a moment.
Can you kind of rush that through? I'm just on my coffee break.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
And we don't give Jack Simmons on the reason to fire you.
Not much chance of that.
Don't ever underestimate that man, Didi.
I don't. Except when I was at work today, I got the feeling that someone made him give me my job back.
Didi, he's the boss. He calls the shots.
I know, but he told me that he was forced into it. Like he was getting orders from someone.
Like who?
Beats me. But I guarantee it's got something to do with Section B.
Ah, the infamous Section B raised its ugly head again, huh?
Yeah, and I know I don't have any proof of this, but I don't believe for 1 minute that they're remodeling that area.
Neither do I. Jack Simmons is going through a lot of trouble just to cover this up.
And he gives Myrtle and all of those people 2 weeks paid vacation. He's got padlocks and guards all over the place.
Something. Let's suppose for a moment that the remodeling is just a front. What do you think it is that Jack Simmons is trying to cover up? Didi?
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
You didn't see them when we walked in?
Well, no, I was kind of thinking about Jack Simmons, and he looks a little preoccupied.
Didi, did you give Bo that letter you wrote?
I told you that I would. I told you I was going to take the plunge and let him know how I really felt.
Yeah, I know what you told me. I'm asking you again. Did you give it to him?
No, I didn't. It's in my purse. It's stamped, all ready to go. Doesn't seem much point to do it now. Bo, you never could lie to me. Now tell me, what's going on between you and Woody?
You heard Clay. I guess we're just still fighting about you.
Yeah, well, we both know that's not true.
Yeah, you're right. Has nothing to do with you.
I know.
I just, I really don't know right now. I mean, maybe someday I'll have all the answers and I'll be able to tell you everything I know. But
tell me now.
you're asking questions to things that I just don't have the answers for yet.
I see. Okay. Okay. If I'm not going to tell you about you and Woody, why don't you tell me what's happening between you and me?
You want coffee? I like some.
Bo, quiet. You have been avoiding this since you got back from Texas. Please, talk to me.
You're right. I've been avoiding it.
And it's me. Something I said, something I did.
No. Mame, you're still that incredible lady that you've always been. It's me. I never thought people would change that much, but I think I've really changed.
How have you changed?
Well, you're gonna think it sounds kind of funny.
No, no, go ahead.
Danger. Danger, yeah. Yeah, my close comrade for all those years in Vietnam. And since I moved back here, my life's just been safe, secure, and everything else till I went to fight that fire in Texas. And there I was, face to face with my old friend again, you know, not knowing which minute was going to be my last.
Danger, so you like it?
No, I like the way it feels, you know, just making every second count. And I'm not talking about just fighting a fire or fighting a war or anything else. I'm talking about every morning, you know, every night. Just making sure that the people that I love don't just slip away.
Who are the people that you love?
This is so hard to say.
Just say it, okay?
I mean, we've had fun, you know, the Three Musketeers, you, me, Woody, but it's just not fair to just keep playing this game.
Then it was a game.
No, I never meant to mislead you. Darling, you know how much I care for you. Nobody makes me laugh the way you do. Nobody makes me feel as good.
Yeah? Why do I feel like Eddie Murphy?
No, I'm serious. You've got everything that any man could ask for.
And why isn't this man asking?
If I misled anybody, it's me. I hid my own feelings to the point that my own true feelings, I didn't even know that they were still there.
Who are your true feelings for?
Dee Dee.
Who are your true feelings for?
Dee Dee. You know, after we broke off our engagement, I thought, well, shoot, I could forget about her, and I almost reached the point that I really convinced myself that I had.
Yeah, you know, you almost convinced me too, but I should have known better. You know, when you're in love with somebody, you don't let go that easily.
I tried. But I guess I just never stopped thinking about her. It's a little late to even realize that, I think, at this point.
You know, they say it's never too late.
No. If Rafe hasn't asked her to marry him yet, I think she's going to.
Well, she hasn't said yes.
You know, they're perfect for each other. Hell, everybody says that. And she's forgot about me just, you know, a long time ago. So.
funny, they said the same thing about you.
Yeah, well, I don't care what people think or what people say. I just want you to know exactly how I feel. I think I owe that to you, mate.
Bo, listen. You don't owe me anything. I could say that it doesn't hurt, but I'd be lying. I'm not a good liar either.
Guess we are a lot alike, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
Pretty stupid carrying around that love letter, don't you think?
Oh, Dee Dee.
Hey, I just have to wise up here. Why send it? I might as well just tear it up.
Well, I want out. What? You heard me. I want out. It's too late for that. No, Lo knows I'm the one that broke into Ace's office.
You mean he suspects you?
No, he knows. And I can't lie to him anymore, Harlan.
Of course you can. I trained you myself.
The man is like a brother to me.
Cool off, Woody.
No, if I'm going to keep on this case, I have to be able to tell Bo the truth.
Okay, I understand how you feel, but that's a risk the NSB simply cannot take.
I'm telling you, I know Bo Buchanan. And there's no way that he's involved in anything illegal, especially some computer chip scam.
I'm sure you think you know him, but...
I trust the man with my life. What more do you want?
The truth. Isn't that why you accepted this assignment in the first place, to prove that your friend was innocent?
I know he's innocent, Harlan.
Give me the facts. If Bo Buchanan isn't involved, who is? His father?
I don't know.
Then think about this. What if Asa Buchanan is behind the whole thing? If you tell Bo what you know, what do you think he'll do with the truth? You think his loyalty to you is greater than the loyalty to his own father? You want to bank on that? You want to put that to the test? All right. Then you proceed as planned, which means you can't tell your friend anything.
In that case, I want to reassign it. And I put it in writing.
Request denied. This investigation is much too important, Woody. You're the only agent we've got who could pull this off.
Okay, I guess we've done everything. Might as well get out of here.
Ed, do you believe in fate?
What?
Look at this place. Who am I, huh? I'm the country cousin. The poor relation in the Buchanan family. It's always been that way. It's always going to be that way.
I think you've gone a little far beyond country cousin.
Yeah, well, I've tried real hard, but when you're number two, you have to, right? You see, Ed, that's my fate. Second place. Red ribbon, while Cousin Bo always seems to win the blue.
Talking about Dee Dee?
I'm talking about everything. Look, I'm not asking for pity. I'm just trying to understand it. I just want to know why everything seems so damn easy for Bo and his family and so hard for me.
Wait a minute. Everybody goes through some rough spots, even the Buchanans. Well, look at Clint. Huh?
Yeah, but at least his wife is still alive. I'll tell you something. When I lost Sam, I never thought that I'd know that feeling again.
Until you met Dee Dee.
Now I've lost her, too. To Bo.
Oh. Well, how do you know that? I mean, you know that she's made some moves toward Bo?
Not that I know of.
Well, that ought to tell you something, right? I mean, maybe she's just a little confused. Your proposals sort of stirred up a lot of feelings. I don't know. She doesn't have them all sorted out. Maybe she thought it was too soon just to let go of Bo.
Great. Just what I wanted to hear.
Wow, but, hey, maybe she's had a change of heart. I mean, well, she turned him down once before, right?
Yeah, I guess.
There you are. Maybe when she gets all her feelings sorted out and she realizes it'll be you.
I'd like to think that.
Well, think about it. Just think about that. I think a man makes his own luck. If you ask me, that's what I think.
Yeah. How'd you become such an expert, Captain?
Ha! School of hard knocks, my boy. Come on, let's get out of here.
Look, I don't blame you for being suspicious, but just give me a chance, all right? A chance to prove to you that I'm on your side.
No, it's a chance I cannot afford to take.
Niki, you have to trust somebody sometime.
Why? I've done okay so far.
Oh, have you? Seems to me you've just gone from one prison right into another. Before you were trapped inside Viki Buchanan. You were like a genie in a bottle, just waiting to get out.
Yeah, and I got out, didn't I? Free and clear, here I am.
Sure. Yeah, you're free to live here, in this house. You're free to have to do what Clint or anybody else tells you to do.
What are you going to do, change all that? You going to come and rescue me?
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to happen overnight, but yeah, I can do that. I can be a friend. Somebody here you can count on.
You know who I am. And you're going to use that against me sometime, I know it.
No, I'm not. I am your sister. Don't you understand that? All right. How would you like to go to the back street sometime?
Fat chance. I can't wait till Clint hears it.
Well, he can't say anything if I agree to go with you. I mean, nothing is more natural than two little sisters going off to spend an evening together.
Oh, well, but the back street.
Yeah, and suppose you wanna relax a little, let your hair down. I mean, drop this whole Viki act for a little bit. You can do that around me. I'm your friend. You can trust me.
I can trust you. You never read those diaries of Viki's, did you? You know what she wrote about you? She said you were manipulative, subversive, dangerous. And you sound like a spy.
Well, that was another time and another place. This is now.
Oh, excuse me, Mrs. Buchanan, but, Mr. O'Neill is here to see Miss Lord. Shall I tell him to wait?
Peg, no, tell Mr. O'Neill to come right in.
All right.
Pete O'Neill? What does he want?
Well, he's my lawyer. I don't know. He probably just wants
He's
to
your
talk.
lawyer? Oh, terrific! Now I get it. You almost had me, you know that? You really almost had me fooled with that sob story of sister this, sister that. What are you trying to pull, Tina?
Nothing, I swear.
You get some high-powered lawyer in here to take what's mine, is that it?
No, yeah, you have got this all wrong.
Oh, yeah, sure I have it wrong. Okay, Miss Lord, you go ahead and talk to your lawyer, but I'm not leaving this room.
Tina, Viki?
Mr. O'Neill, how nice to see you.
Well, thank you. Please, call me Pete. I'm sorry, I don't mean to disturb you, but I'd like to have a word with Tina if I might.
We haven't really spoken since the trial, have we?
No, and I want you to know how sorry I am about...
Oh, no apology is necessary. Absolutely, I understand. You were doing everything that you had to do in order to defend my sister, and that is all water under the bridge as far as I'm concerned.
Glad you feel that way.
I'll tell you something. My only concern right now is for the happiness of my sister. So, Pete, whatever you want to say to Tina, please, feel free to say it to both of us.
Pete, maybe we could talk about this a little later.
Oh, Tina, for heaven's sakes. Mr. O'Neill came all this way just to see you. Don't you want to hear what he has to say? Please. Oh, I'm sorry, Pete. Sit down, please. Tina, come, sit.
Well, thank you very much. Tina, I wish I had good news, but I'm afraid it's not. The court case that we had scheduled, the hearing in Dorian's case, it's been postponed.
Oh, no.
Well, I did try to prepare you for that possibility.
I know, I just wanted to get this over with as soon as I could. How long am I going to have to wait?
Well, the court calendar is pretty backed up. I'd say at least 3 months.
3 months? What am I going to do till then? I'm broke.
Well, if you remember, I did mention something about a job.
A job? Right, what am I going to do? I don't know how to do anything, and I certainly don't have any little piggy bank to fall back on.
Oh, poor darling. It can't be as bad as all that.
I'm afraid it could be worse. I mean, these postponements could go on for months. They could go on for years.
Years? What am I going to do? Sell flowers at the airport?
Tina, we both knew that Dorian was going to put up a long, hard fight.
Yes, and knowing Dorian as well as I do, she will fight to the bitter end.
Yeah. Which means, Tina, that you're going to have to find a way to make ends meet. Look, do you have any ideas? Do you have any prospects at all that, you could turn into money?
Anything? No, I don't have anything at all I could use for money. No, I'm just going to have to depend on you, Pete. I know you'll make sure my case gets to court as soon as possible.
You know I'll give it my best.
Well, as far as Tina's room and board are concerned, of course she has no problem there. She can live at Llanview just as long as she likes.
Aw, that's my sister.
You're very lucky, Tina.
Correction. I'm the lucky one.
You're in luck, Jack.
I know that grin, Houston. It usually means you got something up your sleeve.
You mean something like this? You think a little chip could be worth so much?
Well, you'll see how much it's worth once we start production.
That's what I came to tell you, Jack. We start tonight.
You're kidding. I thought Section B still had a long way to go.
Oh, it does. The renovations won't be finished until this weekend. But we can start limited production tonight. Just think, every time we stamp out one of these little beauties, it's just like printing money.
Well, once we got that whole section going, we're going to stamp out about 1,000 of those a week.
Let's see. 1,000 times 1,000. What does that come to, Jack?
To us, Houston. It comes to us. Now, everything stays on schedule, and it will. Nothing can stop us now.
No, that's too much.
I like it like this.
Oh, I like it like this, but Viki doesn't. She wore very little makeup. She was always very discreet with it.
All right. We'll have it your way. We'll be discreet.
See, I told you I'd come in handy.
Oh, yeah, you're just a regular lifesaver.
You know, you might try being just a little bit pleasant to me. After all, when Pete was here.
Oh, when Pete was here, I heard what you said. What you didn't say. Actually, to show my appreciation, I'm going to take you shopping. Mostly because I need somebody to tell me what kind of sweet, discreet little outfits Miss Viki wears. Let me just check, make sure I got her credit cards. Oh, wrong. My credit cards.
You mean you practiced her signature, too?
Girl's got to do what a girl's got to do.
Niki, I could really learn from you.
Yeah, I bet you could, honey. I could learn a bit from you, too. Come on, let's go.
Okay, but I really don't feel much like going shopping.
Why not? I thought you loved to go shopping.
I do when I can buy the stuff I like. Now I just have to stand there with my nose pressed up against the glass and dream.
Oh, is that a hint?
No. No, it's a fact. I happen to be.
Yeah, no, flat broke. I heard you say it to Pete.
What are you doing?
Well, Tina, I really do appreciate your keeping quiet about me. And Niki Smith always pays her debts.
$5,000?
Sure, why not? It's more where that came from. Enjoy it.
Gee, I don't know what to say. Thank you.
Oh, don't thank me. Thank Viki. It's her money. Come on, kid. Let's go shopping. Let's buy out the stores.
Tomorrow at 10, they live by a code of violence. They die by the laws of the streets, the world of our family honor. Beginning Saturday, World Series fever is about to hit the nation. ABC Sports will bring you exclusive live coverage starting Saturday at 5. Now, stay tuned for an ABC News Brief, followed by General Hospital.